It's Blair here at Time Trades. I'm going to be talking today about the new Gann Waves feature and how it's sort of changed my perspective on looking at a chart. So let's start with our great example here, Bitcoin. This is when I first saw the Gann Waves on the Bitcoin chart. I knew there was something really unique to this because you can see just visually, and when I look at the Gann Waves, I don't really look at specific days, and I don't really look for, highs or lows. The Gann waves do not indicate highs or lows. What they do indicate is whether a stock is in sync with the broader astrology. And that is really the key takeaway of this video. Gann waves will show you visually whether a stock or a crypto is in sync or not in sync. Often when we look at stock prices, we will look at a chart and conclude it's bullish or conclude it's bearish or conclude that it's trending, or we can look at it and decide that it's in a choppy phase. The degree of synchronization between price and the broader time cycles is really what Gann Waves is about. And it changes how you look at stocks, and it certainly changed how I look at price and time. So let me show you what I'm talking about here on Bitcoin. I don't want to start with the end. I'm going to start with this boost up over here, okay? So all the way back in September, okay, when Bitcoin was like at around 12,000. Just sort of take a step back and visually look at price behavior during the yellow time periods, okay? So I'm going to scroll this to the right a little bit more so we can zoom in. So during this time period here in August, we've got yellow corresponds to an up move. And then we've got purple, and that's kind of flat. And then between this purple and yellow, we've got a down move. But then within the yellow period itself, it keeps going up. Okay, slightly, but it definitely went up during that yellow period. Okay, purple kind of neutral. And then here is the big clue in October. The second yellow period after this drop down, Bitcoin goes up, but it also goes up relatively steeply from 10.5 to 11.7. Okay, so during that yellow period, it moves up like 10%. And then we've got a consolidation, and then we can see here during the purple period it really kicks off. This is really the kickoff bar to that huge rally that took Bitcoin all the way from 12 to 60. Okay, so this kickoff bar here on October 21st happened during a purple period, and you can see how that kind of echoes this bigger purple bar here back in September 24th. All right, so we're starting to see that price is synchronizing with the Gann waves. And we can see that again during the yellow period here, right? We've got 3 strong bars in a row during that yellow period. And then in November, we've got another yellow period and huge strong bar from 14 to almost 16. So let's scroll over some more and see if this pattern continues of it being in sync. So next we've got a purple period, okay, and we've got a strong bar right at the start of it. A little bit of a correction here, but from what I've seen, I mean, it might be too much to discount these movements during the black periods between purple and green entirely. They're between purple and yellow. Not sure what to call this color. It's kind of yellowy green. But during the black periods, I don't like there's information here, but I tend to discount it a little bit. Well, my eye is drawn naturally to what happens during the yellow period and the purple period. Okay, so we're here in the yellow period. We've got a big strong bar before that echoes this big strong bar here, and then we recover down, and then in the purple period we resume up. So we've got both yellow and purple in sync here, and I think this is part of the reason why there's such a strong move up, and you can see the intensity of the moves up keep getting stronger and stronger, going up, going up. All right, and now we're at 40. Okay, huge correction here of 25% from 40 down to 30. All right, and that happens during a purple period. So obviously that contradicts what's been going on before. So this is an indication that it's no longer in sync. Okay, so price is no longer in sync with the Gann waves. Because of that big difference. Yet there's still a little bit of inherent strength here, comes back up to 40 just at the end of the purple period, and then drifts back down during the yellow period here. So we're definitely not in sync for these two Gann waves. But this is where we have to look at price and not just time, because we can see that strength is building as we head into the next purple period, and this huge bar here on February 8th is a clear kickoff to a new phase, because we take out the old high, and this is clearly a new phase. And what I have tended to notice is that bars, big strong bars like this that happen during the purple and the yellow periods, I assign them more weight. They tend to indicate the direction of the trend more than bars that happen during the black intervening periods between the colors. Okay, so here we go, kick off from 40, and then we've got the black period continuing to come up, and this up here is the first indication that we're starting to fall out of sync, that price is starting to become unsynchronized with the Gann waves. So we've got this high up here at 57, and we see a huge swoosh down, okay, 55 to 45 on February 23rd. So this is an indication that the previous pattern of big moves up during the yellow periods is coming to an end, okay? Because this is the first time in recent history where we've seen a big move down during a yellow period. In this yellow period here, it was more sort of consolidation and base building, right? In this yellow period here, it was moving up. This one here, it was kind of sideways, move up, move up, move up, move up. So this is telling you that things are becoming unsynchronized. This is a very important bar here, February 23rd. Okay. But then things resynchronize again. We get a nice move up here in the purple period in March. Okay. We come into the intervening black period between purple and yellow in March. And then we have a second big bar down in a row. Now, by now you should be on like yellow alert for a Bitcoin price move down, okay? Because even though prices increased in absolute terms, it's clearly falling out of sync with the Gann waves. And then there's enough energy for it to coast up during these black periods. And again, this is why I tend to discount trends that happen during these intervening black periods, right? Because they're not strong indicators of the degree of synchronization with the Gann waves. And then here on April 18th, we've got our third. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit here. Here on April 18th, we've got our third red bar in a row during a yellow period, okay? This is unheard of, all right? We haven't seen this probably since 2017. And now the breakdowns are starting to get stronger, right? So this breakdown here goes from 65 down to like 47, right? And you can see the breakdown here wasn't as strong. The breakdown here wasn't as strong, and it wasn't as long. So not only are the breakdowns getting stronger, they're getting longer as well. And now here we are over here in May, and we've got the biggest swoosh down in Bitcoin price, I think, in 1 month in history. I read that somewhere on Twitter that this is the biggest 1 month percent change down in Bitcoin price history. So this is what I mean when I say that Gann Waves changes how I look at price, right? I can now look at price and assess it in terms of the degree of synchronization with the broader Gann Waves, and not just in terms of bullishness, bearishness, chop, trending. It gives you the periods when the price movement matters more than others. I won't say price movement doesn't matter in the black periods, but it matters less than it does during those Gann waves. All right. So I hope that helps. To be honest, I'm still learning how to best take advantage of Gann waves, but think of it in terms of degree of synchronization, and I think that'll be super helpful as you use it in your trading. Thanks, and good luck to all. Bye now.